in 2007, you were arrested for weed.
Yep. But that was in
Right?
2007. God makes pencils with erasers for a reason. Next question.
And then 2014, you talked about like it was like a domestic issue.
I've never had a prior domestic case.
Okay, but like it was in the media, right? Just.
Oh, you
just so
talking
you
about
could
me
defend-
going over there? No, that's not domestic. That was criminal threats. I went over to the lady.
It was like a death threat, yeah.
Yeah, it
But
was
then
basically because she, it's for y'all that don't know, it's a app. I believe it's called Mobile Spy, some shit. But to where I can basically type your number in that app, and I can see everything. I can see everything you doing right now on your phone. It's like I can watch it like a movie. You dig? Like from the time you type in your code, all your contacts I have access to. I can send text messages from your number and everything. So I dug some dirt up and found out that's what she was using. So she was basically sending me text messages, and they were coming from my wife. Then they were going, but and then they were coming. I'm like, we sitting. Did you say I didn't text you that? Did you text me that? Nah, it was that kind of shit going on. So the last time that she had texted me, she had hit me with the, you know what? Well, we're gonna just I GPS where you are, and she took a screenshot of where I was, and so I said, bitch, I'm coming to see you. You only on the next block. So. So I went over there, you feel me? Like, I got my kids in here, my stepkids at the time, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna jeopardize my family. So I went over there, and from the time I hit the block, mind you, my girl at the time, she trying to, drive all slow. Orlando, get in the car. Go ahead. I'm like, oh man, fuck all that. So I'm tired of hearing her mouth because she had caught a condom in my pocket. So at the end of the day, I, just kept on walking, and from the time I hit the block, I just I don't give a fuck about none of this, just letting my emotions go because, you know what I'm saying, I was basically trying to build myself up to get to the point to where I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't trying to intentionally like harm that woman, you know what I'm saying, but I did want to, it pissed me off that she wouldn't come outside after I knocked on the door. I went up there first and knocked on the door. And then she played me like, oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, number one, she didn't pay her light bill or whatever, so her lights were off. Only thing she had that was like used as a light was her phone. So at the time, it was chaotic based off of the fact that she wouldn't open the door and address the fact that, she's a grown ass woman and why she playing kid ass games. So I went downstairs and I told her to come outside, and I told her I'll kill her, I'll kill her daughter, and I'll kill her mama and everybody else in her fucking family if she threatened my family again.
So what was your relationship with her prior to? Like, how did she get access to your phone number? And
I gave her my phone number because I was supposed to be teaching her daughter acting classes. And she was never on one episode of That's So Raven that I can remember. And if she was an extra, which is why I can't remember. So.
And what happened after the fact?
Nothing. I seen her on the streets, and her daughter ran straight to me, and I picked her daughter up, you know what I'm saying? And I squeezed her daughter, and it was the day of her birthday. And I said, don't worry. She said, I'm so sorry, Orlando. I said, don't worry about it. I was like, Charlene, it's all good. I was like, God bless you. I said, and you know what? Since it's the baby's birthday, I'm like, I got something for the baby. And I went over, dropped it off. And she, did a puzzle with the baby and everything like that. And I got up on, like, you know what I'm saying? So I pray that she's all right.
Your wife didn't have an issue with you going back? Not like...
No. Yeah, that was my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
That I was dealing with, but she didn't have a problem with me doing that because it was for the kid. I was going over there. She was like, oh well, she can call the police on you. I rock with God, so I just went over there through the love of my heart and played with the baby.
Yeah. So all right. So after that, the most recent legal troubles that you were having is with the issues with your wife.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I pulled her in the car by her pants, and that was it. I didn't hit her. Then, baby, get your ass over here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, daddy. You hear? No, daddy. But no, it was basically we was in a I like to call it lukewarm relationship. I mean, argument. But you know, it was cool. It is what it is.
But how did the cops get called?
The cops we were on cops' property. They was walking by, and I was flipping their ass off. Get out the telling them to get the fuck out of my business. So, and at the end of the day, they looked back and was like, oh, okay. And so the officer basically, told my wife she didn't have to, provide any ID because it was in the trunk. So, I was like, when he came to me, he's like, what's your name? I said, Orlando Brown. Who are your ID? I was like, well, I mean, it's only fair. You just told my wife she don't have to provide any ID. I told you my name. That should be cool enough, right? Let's be fair here. And so he, well, oh, okay. So well, what's gonna happen is, how about you just give me your ID, or you're gonna go to jail for obstruction, and I can call my friends out here, and we can just make sure not only that you get out of the car, but that you go to jail for obstruction. I said, oh, so you trying to gangbang on me now? That what you trying to do? He's, oh, so I just. And I handed them, by the time I gave it to my wife, oh, it's too late. So then, I got six old ass cops taking me down, little old me. I ain't got shit on me. Ain't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just little old me. You know what I'm saying? Put my face in the ground, put knees all in my ribs and shit. You lucky I didn't sue like Tupac, you motherfuckers. But it's cool though. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? I just want to get the situation done and over with. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gracious and grateful to God that nothing happened to me crazy in jail. I was running that bitch when I was in there. I was trustee and everything. I know the ins and outs of that bitch, boy. Let me tell you, boy. I know, nigga, I was giving the sheriff their keys, nigga. So look, but at the end of the day, man, it really was a humbling experience going through what I went through, and I'm truly apologetic to any fans that I've let down or anything like that. But just I want you guys to please start looking for more of a wider story. You know what I mean? Don't just be so one-sided, because the media is quick to bombard you with a plethora of stories simultaneously right after they leave. It just so happens to be my name. They leave off my name on a bad note and say they'll be right back, but they never do come back, do they? That part. So when it comes down to it, just check the facts and never really believe a lot of the shit that you hear out here. Real talk, and unless it's coming from the horse's mouth, and I am that horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, what's your relationship now with your wife? Because
it's beautiful.
You guys are still on?
What are you talking about? Yeah, we just got into an argument this morning on my IG.
Orlando, now you know damn well on Instagram a week ago you had this long post.
Yeah, but at the same time I put another post up saying that what you since you following, nigga, you since you following. Saying what?
No,
I owned up. I said, hey.
Wait, let me ask about that first.
Yeah, but I said, hey. At the end of the day, I owned up and manned up to me making an assumption and thinking out loud. I was thinking out loud. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So why you fucking with me? I got a gun for your ass too. Boom.
Listen, I'm trying to help you out. I was just because. Obviously, you love her. She's always in your videos. You always you're always stating that she's your wife, no matter what. You making sure other people know that. And when you posted that, to me, you weren't trying to bash her or anything. You were really trying to win her back. Like, you obviously had a misunderstanding. What was the misunderstanding about?
The misunderstanding was that basically. The misunderstanding was I was assuming that she did what I said she did. That was it. She was pissed off.
How'd you make up for it?
Oh, I think you can think of a few ways, can't you? Get your mind out the gutter. I bought her some cheesecake.
All right, so everything's all right with your family. I mean, your wife, your relationship.
Yeah, everything is great. Everything is great. She just packed my stuff today and put it out in the garage and I think that she's trying to kick me out today, but it's okay. Everything's
You said she's trying to kick you out today.
Oh yeah. All of this beauty, yeah, and it's
Why? What happened?
I mean, she wanted my headphones. And
Dude, what?
I had 2 pairs of headphones, and so when I didn't give her the headphones, she got mad and tried to take her bracelet, and she said, "Give me my bracelet, give me my bracelet, give me my bracelet." And I said, "Back up, give me my bracelet, give my motherfucking bracelet, it's mine, it's mine." So I was like, "All right, well, so look, man, just back up off me." And I just walked down the stairs, and then she closed the door like, boom, and I was like, "Damn, she mad." So I go downstairs and I'm sitting down there and I'm like listening to the computer. I opened up the computer and I'm like, you know what, let me put this away because it's hers. So she comes downstairs in some thongs, and then she walked downstairs in the garage with some thongs on with her crazy ass. And then she had the audacity to go upstairs in her thongs and grab my shit and put it right in front of me like it was gonna scare me. Ooh. She's mine forever. And forever will she be mine. I'm not going no damn where. She better just give me my goddamn keys back. That's all I say.
Okay, for your relationship with her, is it like always back and forth, or it's just like it seems like it's a funny like? I mean, I had a reality show.
It's great. Yeah, it's definitely a great relationship. I just right now I'm working on the. I've been very patient and I'm waiting on just the change in a change of attitude and direction, and she's been working hard on that. She's been very independent for a long time. So therefore, she's the one that dictates and all that. But now that she has a real man in her life, it's not that I'm controlling or trying to, put my thoughts into her and change her as a person. No, I love her for who she is, which is why I want to marry her. It's just, if I'm able to change a few things to make sure that I be with you because you asked me, then it should be the same. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, is we're there and we're here. And I think we're going to be just fine, and it is a fun relationship.
How long were you guys together for? Like, how long have you been married for?
Well, no, actually that's the thing. We're engaged. I'm a man of faith, so therefore, when I say wife, I strongly believe in that. And when it comes down to it, it's more like it is what it is. That's my fiance, and we plan to have you guys watch the wedding.
Hey. What do you mean? So would you have it on like a reality show or something like that?
Yeah, we got something brewing. Yeah, it's a couple of deals on the table right now. So I don't know right about now. I like the $1 million deal, baby. Don't you like the $1 million deal, baby? I like that one. That was real nice. It's because I'm very, very proud because like I said once before, I orchestrated and I strategized this strategy myself. This marketing plan was directly given to me by the Father himself. So I give him all the credit, and I thank him for just using me as a tool to be able to get his message across and my own message across. You know what I mean? Like, we're not perfect. I know that I'm not perfect, but at the end of the day, the Bible does say, "Come as you are." That don't mean come into the church house asshole naked, but it means come as you are, and I came to him as I was, and he accepted me nonetheless. So that's basically it. I think that it's crazy because a lot of the people that used to represent me, motherfuckers, I'm sorry I can't represent you anymore, and I'm sorry. Well, young star bitches, how about that? I represent myself. So now I've been a founder and CEO of Young Star Entertainment for over 15 years now. I believe that learning from the greats like Sean Combs and Birdman and all of them, it's like it's all about making sure you build your brand and this brand is gonna definitely take over the world, I believe, because there's a lot of young stars all over the world. And with the outlet of all of the people that I have on my team and my officials, I think that we're gonna provide a service that's gonna be very historical, and we're gonna create a lot of new stars and bring a lot of great talent to the world. And I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned on social media that the Fix My Life reality show, they were interested in casting you guys.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing the Ayanna Van Zant Change My Life, but it's not for drugs. Obviously, it's for It's for my family. I've been wanting my family to get back together on a strong note, and I feel like I've been distanced based off of the past moves that I used to make and how immature I was. And it pushed a lot of people away, and it closed a lot of doors, and it turned a lot of heads to the right and the left. And it's really it's just really life-changing to be at this point in my life. It really is, because I'm happy. I'm so happy, and God is good. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming. You know, so
what has been the main struggle?
The main struggle was always my attitude. It was always my attitude. I was always the one that knew it all. But it's because just because you know something doesn't mean you gotta blab it out. You you never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. You know what I mean? So people just got tired of me telling them what was gonna happen before it happened. And then they got tired of the "I told you so's, nigga." So so it pushed a lot of people away, but now everybody's back on board. You know what I mean? Even though I believe in keeping my enemies close to me, I definitely believe in second chances. And if I can if I can have a second chance to be able to cross over successfully like I've never had, you know what I'm saying, then I could definitely give other people a second chance, especially knowing that I've prayed to have the heart of God. Like I unconditionally, I love everyone, and like I said, I want to truly apologize to anybody that I have hurt, and if you guys don't accept my apology, then fuck you.
Well, okay, you have children, right?
I have one son. Yes. One
son, and there was a clip where you weren't notified about his birthday party?
Yeah, I wasn't notified. Yeah, that's what I meant by my family. Yeah, they pushed me out of things like that. And even when I had the producers reach out to my mother, she still didn't call, and she called my wife's phone, but she didn't call my phone. And it's okay, because I'm not worried about it. I know she's all right. I know she was not feeling well last time I did speak with her when I sent my son his Christmas gift. But at the end of the day, I know she's all right, and I'll be seeing her at the show on set and everything. And my stepdad's gonna be there. I told them I wanted to, because they asked me who they basically let me help produce, and so they asked me who I wanted to be in the show, and I just basically let them know, I wanted my entire family there, and so they can put everything out on the table, and we can get to the bottom of why I'm not getting phone calls, but expected to call, and little things like that. We can just nip everything in the bud.
Who has custody of your son now?
My mom does right now. My mom, because she knows I'm very busy, and a lot of the things that are going on. Got to make sure that the little man is secure. So, but he will be with me every time I'm on the set, and and all that good stuff. I gotta get a tutor and stuff for him for those times. But yeah, schedule looks long.
Was that by choice?
Was what by choice? Having him?
Giving her custody of your son?
That was by choice, definitely. I never signed over full custody to her. We did a partial cut, like partially, like she has custody based off of the fact that if she ever needed to, get some school paperwork signed, or take him to the doctor, But by any means and no means will she be, using them for taxes and shit.
So, where's his mother? Is his mother still, like, in his life?
I don't know where the bitch is. Don't care about the bitch. Don't want to talk about the bitch. How about that?
So, you basically took the lead as, like, the father, the mother, and your mom is helping you out as well.
Yeah, my mom's so phenomenal. She's phenomenal for stepping up and being the grandmother that she is, and I praise God that I do have a great family. We just gotta sharpen some things up, and you know, what Mr. Brown calls everybody come running. So that's what's about to happen.
Yeah. No, I've noticed that you don't take a lot of criticism that's thrown your way. Like when people have some things to say, they're hating on you, then they find a way to dig at your wife, and they mention her past relationships and stuff like that.
Oh, you talking about with Nate Dogg, the Nate Dogg thing?
Yeah, yeah, and you shut people down over that because it was like it's in a way it seems like she's very quiet. You know what I mean? She doesn't even want to talk when you're on the you're putting the camera in her face.
She's not quiet. She's just intimidated right now. But when it comes down to it, it's more like I'm more like I'm happy with who she is as a woman, and regardless, she can be the most meanest bitch to me. Literally, she has been sometimes. But at the end of the day, I love her unconditionally, and I'm going to always break for that person, you know what I'm saying, that I love, and which is her. Like, there's nothing that she can do. I've never loved nobody, you know what I'm saying, as much as I love her, and I truly, you know, like I tell her all the time, if she's not in cahoots with what's going on, and if I'm not the man for her, then clearly she needs to, you know that I'm the kind of man that will do whatever she needs to get. Well, I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy, even leave. You know what I mean? Just because that's how much I love her, you know, and she sincerely knows that, and I don't think it's gonna ever get to that point, but I know that she's hanging in there, and I'm hanging in there, and we're taking everything day by day, and we're praising God that all the business is going well for us.
You mentioned earlier when you were talking about fixing family issues, you mentioned like the drugs. Now, there's been rumors about like meth being
the
drugs.
The Scanty Ashanti. Ain't it this shit? What's the code name? Scanty Ashanti. Yeah, man, that crystal meth shit, yeah. Well, nigga, I was selling it. So shut the fuck up with the bullshit. Yeah, hustling, getting that dope. You better ask Jay-Z, nigga, ask Master P, nigga. See what I'm saying? See what I mean?
So you're saying that those stories are false, or is in fact it was in your possession
I'm definitely saying that shit's so false. It's hilarious. That shit's so funny to me. But at the end of the day, you know what? No, everybody has a side. Like, everybody has a side. Whatever. But the fact still remains that I was searched 3 times before I went over the threshold, and they found nothing on me. So I don't know, man. I'm just not here to go back and forth with bullshit, because the people that were there know what's going on, and I know what's going on. So really, it doesn't really fucking matter what anybody else thinks.
Yeah. I mean, what is your drug of choice? Like, do you smoke weed?
I smoke some bud, though. I smoke the fuck out of a blunt. Let me tell you, nigga, do you got some weed? Pass that shit through the camera. Look. Where the fuck is Snoop? Snoop! Come on out from Snoop! I smell it! No, I'm just keeping it 1,000. Yeah, man. I love to indulge in medical marijuana because it does, it winds me down at night, so I can get some rest and everything like that, because I stay up writing music constantly, and always, coming up with a strategy or an idea, or trying to fight from writing some extra little word in one of my scripts, or trying to check on one of my students for the whole little Orlando Brown Academy. I got a little acting school, so that shit is very stressful. The curriculum, thinking of the curriculum and all this crazy stuff, it's definitely a 24-hour thing. It's a nonstop thing, so but then too, still got to deal with the artist, making sure that my album is marketed and strategized, to be dropped in the right way, to where, because if I can't manage myself, then how can I manage any of my artists? So this is the most greatest success for everybody that's affiliated with Young Star, because when I shine, they all shine, and once I take off, they take off.
So how long have you been doing rap, and what should people expect from your album?
Well, I've been doing music for at least about seriously since about maybe 9 years old. And Disney, when I did the Disney Mania album, I think Disney Mania 4 it is, and I got to redo. It was so awesome though. You go from a kid watching Mary Poppins and it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then let me do it. They let me rewrite it and shit, you know? So, yeah, man, it's one of the greatest opportunities ever. Even though they didn't give me a motherfucking video, but they gave Hilary Duff one. You know, it's all good. You know, everything was great, man. Everything was great. But you can definitely, the name of the album is entitled Fuck My Fame. And, let's see, you can just look forward to features from Kyle Massey, Raven Justice, Raven Simone, the Young Star family, and I got some great stuff for you guys, and you guys can look forward to hearing some truth, some truth telling, some shit talking, and some real nigga shit.
So there was a, I have to ask this because it was like on Twitter, someone mentioned that you said that you were on Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, well, they cut my scene out of the movie. Thanks a lot. You know, Mr. F. Gary Gray. Then the motherfucker gonna ask me if I like it. Did you like it? I said, yeah, I loved it. I didn't want to say, but you shouldn't have cut me out, the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was just so grateful to be even a part of it. You know what I mean? So you do see me get thrown on a car, and then you do see me shake O'Shea's hand as he goes in to the house. But as far as me, I think it might be on the deleted scenes. But other than that, yeah, the scenes were my two scenes were deleted. Yeah.
What was your character? You was just.
I played J-Lo, and I was Ice Cube in Dr. Dre's Crip homie.
How was that atmosphere on set with Ice Cube, Dr. Dre?
Well, the atmosphere in this set is as hot as a motherfucker, which is probably why I'm shining. But the atmosphere on that set was very, very, very awesome. It was great. I mean, the energy, just the flow, you know. I can't wait to be able to work musically with Dr. Dre and actually have the opportunity to sit down and give him my mind and see if it's worth him even taking the time out, and listening, you know. I just want to see what can transpire there one day. But other than that, right now I'm just pushing and blasting from me being the executive producer I am, and we're doing pretty well.